The Madrid derby is over. Real Madrid won, Atletico Madrid won. Let's talk about the main talking points now. You know, I think was it last week or 2 weeks ago, you guys filed a report against the officials in La Liga. And I think the officials didn't listen to you guys, and they decided to award a penalty that was, in my opinion, that penalty was too
controversial.
It was controversial, yeah. It's a 50-50 thing. Some referees will give it, some referees will say, no, that's not a penalty. So it's a 50-50, man. This guy decided
the defender was not able to.
Yeah.
The defender was not even on the ball. So it's not as if he's the one to receive the ball or something like that. So I don't know why I decided to do the penalties. And even apart from the penalties, there are too many calls. Some throw-ins, and all that. But I don't really want to dive into that. I think from reference to what you just said about this, what Madrid requested from the is it a free association or something like that about audio recordings of our match with of the VAR after that tackle on Mbappe in that Madrid versus Espanyol match. So and I think if I could take if I could take you back to early, I think towards the ending of last season, there was this meeting that La Liga had with presidents and is it members of each of teams, and they promised that as part of the transparency processes in the La Liga, the whole La Liga refereeing and officiating stuff, they promised that after each game, like if there's any strong VAR decision, then they are without even the teams requesting for the audios of that particular decision, they are going to release it for transparency purposes for both teams for transparency purposes. So and they did stick to their watch. They have not released any. Gone to people talking about Madrid are complaining of all the calls that have been going for Madrid. So just because of this one, like and other. So and I think Atletico and one other complaining, and they even kind of referred to La Liga management that they should ignore Madrid and they should punish Madrid or something like that, sanction Madrid or something like that. So and in my opinion, I think Madrid is my club actually, but I think in another way, the rival teams are always of the opinion that the referees or the decisions of the referees are favoring Madrid. So and Madrid are coming out to express their frustration to the referees that or to the referee body that decisions are not going their way. So I think this is the best time, or this is the time that the other teams should like kind of back Madrid because there are other poor, decisions. Even when Barca is playing other teams, you see them complaining that they're supposed to give them penalties, and all that, blah blah blah. So, and again, for the fact that a referee in a game, let's say maybe in Atletico Madrid with another team playing, decides to blow what he feels like, and Atletico Madrid decides not to complain, that doesn't mean that Madrid should just shut up because then they refuse to complain. I don't know if you get that. So that's what I feel like. So it's not just in La Liga, in any competition, Champions League, Europa League, any competition, I feel that any decision that is blown against your team and you feel that you have grudges towards that particular decision, you've gone through decision with your officials, your team officials, and you see that there are errors in those kind of decisions, then I think any team has the right to voice out. So by kind of saying that Madrid are trying to force the referees to do their bidding and all that, I think they are trying to give in the sense that the referees can do whatever they like without. And for the record, I think the referee was even suspended or something like that. So that means that they made an investigation and they found out that there's a problem. So then Madrid have complained and you suspended the referee. And you said I am going to even release the audio clips. So what is all this brouhaha after this, and all that? And the president coming out here, he always comes the Madrid fan, this, that, 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 that. I don't know. So because he's a Madrid fan, then we should just shut up because he's a Madrid fan. So I don't know what the problem is. So, but sorry, that one is by the way.
That's by the way. So let's talk
So
about the game.
coming
Let's
to
talk about the game. The first half, you guys were very, very poor, but in the second half, I don't know why Ancelotti told them and Real Madrid were all over Atletico Madrid. So what do you have to say about the game?
yeah, yeah. I think in this our series, there was once upon a time I told you that Madrid a kind of we've always been for the past I think 2 seasons, where we've always been a one half team. If Madrid plays well in the first half, then I can guarantee you that that second half is going to be boring on the Madrid side. So immediately from the first half of performances in the first half, I was like, okay, I know that second half we're going to come out with bangs and all that. And it was exactly as I predicted. I never even expected like I would see that kind of performance. I think for the first time in my for the first time I would say that I wasn't expecting Ancelotti to make all the substitutions because like the team was giving me what I wanted to see. Even though I know that maybe putting in some extra few legs like Adokula can give us more, in attack and all that. But I feel that the second half, just like you see, it was very very okay. And maybe I will take a moment to just comment on some players. Man, Frangas, sorry, Mendy, she just stay there. She just stay on the bench. That's just the reality. Mendy should just stay on that bench because that guy is just too good. He's just too good.
Was it not the Frank Garcia that I saw them beating
Like
Enid?
that one, no, no. Yes, I think they were like once or twice that they gave this these are long through balls and all that. And even with that, you see that they will beat it. He will still go back and try to. That's one particular thing I like with him. And there are so many times that he was, kind of the link up play that he had with the midfielders and Vinicius. I think that's what we've been lacking over this time when Mendy has been playing. Mendy is that kind of static left back that will not give you that much. Only maybe the defensive qualities, and even the defensive qualities so far he has not been good at it. So, and I think another thing I would say is the pairing of that centre back pairing. Today, I think they actually did well,
Yeah,
especially on Chomini because
Asensio did very well today.
Asensio, of course, will always give you that, top performance. But I think Chomini also did well in this game, and I think I think off camera we're talking about this. I told you about the aerial ability that we're lacking up front. We put up all the crosses. We don't have anybody that will head the ball home. I think the only good person, the only good header of football we're having currently is Chamini. And I think if you see the game, you see that he has tried 2 or 3 attempts with his head. So he's the only person that can give us that aerial capability up front. And I think the management or the coach need to work on that aspect particular because you have Prangasia that can cross the ball, you have Rodrigo Valverde that can cross the ball, and we don't have anybody up front that can knock the ball. Oh, sorry, Bellingham too can do that, but of course, sometimes he's not the person in the box. So I think we need to work on that. But overall, our players, did well. Mbappe was okay. What they call Rodrigo too was good enough. Vinicius, like I did see that, like as if as if he had me the last time I was complaining about it. That he always complains a lot, and if you watch this game, you see that he didn't do that much of the complaints and all that.
So what do you have to say finally before we go? Let's round up.
Yeah, finally, before the match, I expected a win. Actually, as a fan, I would definitely expect a win because I know that it's going to be tough. But I expected a win, but I will take this draw. At least it's a very big positive on our side.
Yeah.
They are giving that as much as Diego Simone for a very long time now, I think. And this will give us a kind of a moral boost because the Copa del Rey draws coming up very soon. I think on the 12th of this month, and we're either going to meet either of these three teams, that is Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, and Real Sociedad. So it's a kind of an eye opener and a motivating game for us, like kind of a game that will ginger the players to prepare ahead of the draws and other subsequent top games we are going to play.
All right, Hamisu, thank you very much for joining me. See you next time.
Thank you very much. All right.